Listen, dude, I was planning on doing a whole bit, a whole joke, a tirade, a rambling, a runtling, or whatever, about how what I made was Satan's turd that I was ready to gobble up because it was just an unholy mess. But the more that I make dumbass things, I I realize that they're just unconventional and they taste pretty good to a certain degree. I've eaten some weird shit, but not posted it before. Anyway, what we have here is the finest pre-workout known to God, okay? And banana bread that I finally learned how to make. And let me tell you, that's that I would usually call that a mistake. It's it's hard to get through. Now, if you can't tell, that's a little bit redder than usual. A little bit redder than usual. Why did I do this to myself? I don't believe it's going to be as bad as I believed it, but it's going to be an experience. I'm just staring at it. Isn't that lovely? It's much shorter than usual. Like usually when banana bread rises, it's taller. This is totally not an affront to anything. I should probably preface this by how I led myself to these events and that I'm not just a crazy person. Even though I am crazy, I don't deserve the institution just yet. I was making banana bread at 3 in the morning because, I'm awake at 3 in the morning and I have nothing else to do. And I get through the steps of mashing all the bananas up, pulling the flour out, whatever. And then I look through the recipe and I look through my pantry and I see that I do not have any sugar at all. There's no sugar in the house, not even like a tiny packet of sugar. So I made the only logical choice in action to, destroy my gut, figure it out. Just go on, just try it. It ain't gonna hurt you. It ain't gonna hurt you. It's rare. It's a fucking rare steak. It's not fully cooked. Good God. It's just regular banana bread, except it's missing one banana and no conventional sugar. My goodness. That's sweeter than my usual banana bread, dude. Like, my usual banana bread is different. What's that? 28 grams. I don't even know if shame is the right word. You know what? Maybe when I burned my tongue 214 years ago, maybe I just was never supposed to eat again because clearly my taste buds aren't responding correctly. Because I think this is normal. I think this is fine. I think there's nothing cataclysmic wrong with this. The only possible issue that I could, say comes with this is something unforeseen, like I accidentally created ammonia, the fruitcake, or that the outer shell's a little bit too hard. I just called it a shell. Just gonna grab this with my hands. Look at that. Just give me a moment to collect my words. I'm gonna pause. Dude, whoever said let him cook was not talking about me, goddamn. Let me change the topic before I close out the video. I'm just thinking how we have unconventional things, like, completely. I remember a few years ago, there was a video of somebody boiling Cheetos in a pot and adding them to my camera's not on the thing. You know what? You don't want to look at that. You shouldn't be looking at that. That's. You know what? Just close your eyes, okay? If you don't want to see that, close your eyes. Somebody was boiling Cheetos, and they were making something like mac and cheese or whatever, and there was a little bit of an outrage on the interwebs. It was just weird to look at, weird to consider, utterly wrong. But then, a little bit after those, still a few years ago, or maybe recently, might have been a month ago, Cheetos themselves came out with a fucking mac and cheese thing. You know what, give me a moment, I'll go find the fucking box, because I bought it, because it was so absurd. I couldn't find it. Fucking God himself took that out of the reality, like, he just snapped it out of existence. Anyway, people will either know what I'm talking about, or they won't, but you're a smart fellow, okay? You're watching a video, you probably know how the internet exists. You can look up mac and cheese Cheetos, and you can either find that original video, or you can find the brand new state-sponsored government propaganda. You know, just the officially licensed, that's what I'm trying to say, but with jokes in it. You can find the officially licensed Cheeto mac and cheese. What I'm trying to say, just before I end the video, is that when somebody random was doing it, it was completely unconventional. But I'm not saying that people are agreeing with a state-sponsored, whatever the other term was. I forgot the real term. People are probably not agreeing with the state-sponsored licensed Cheetos, okay? But it's gotten to a point where... What are you doing over there? It's gotten to a point where big corporations are just able to spend money and make this stupid shit. Does anybody ever think about what goes on behind the scenes? You don't want any of this, Cat. You gotta get out of here. You're gonna, like, die. The fumes are gonna get to you. You're gonna knock yourself out. What was I saying? Oh yeah, state-sponsored Cheetos. It's gotten to a point where big corporations can, like, put either a new factory in or repurpose an old factory or whatever to box these new Cheetos, okay? Like, they're spending money on this mac and cheese dish. What was the point? What was I trying to circle around to? Oh yeah, everything is wrong. Just, if you give something unconventional enough time, it will be seen as conventional. That's what I think, at least. There's probably some historical evidence, or there's probably some history that says you're a fucking idiot, you don't know what you're talking about. But let me tell you something. This Satan's turd has some good shit. And I'll leave you that. Good night, or good morning. It's like 3 a.m. Fuck you. Goodbye.